son of a...
Low-level energy source detected. FT-74X ammo located. Stable organic energy detected.
Excuse me, pal. Guess what I have?
You were able to locate a knife, Ulukai?
Sure was.
I hope it was not dangerous.
Sure was. This was almost delivered to you with true, authentic Talon blood on it.
That would have been worth extra. Why did you not bring me that knife?
You're really sick, you know that?
Fine. This will have to do. I will give you my best offer.
That will do nice.
Then we have a deal. I cannot wait till Balazar sees this. Here are your Zorkins.
And Haza's price?
Yes, yes, it is lower. This is marvelous.
Metal detected. Stable organic energy detected. Warning. Low-level energy source detected.
So, you raised your price for Haza, yes?
I feel bad for doing so, but he was always breaking his cart and bringing it to repair.
What was wrong?
He works so much with the cart that the metal parts I make begin to bend and break. Each time I repair it, he will not give the metal time to set, and I cannot make him stop. So he always brings it back, and I always fix it the best I can, but he is taking up too much of my time.
Sounds like the metal isn't strong enough.
No, I do not think so either. But the parts he wants are so small, and I cannot see how to make the metal stronger unless you could help me, Ulukai.
How can I help?
I have heard Talon talk of the sacred object you use as a weapon against the soldiers that is all metal. I think it is called the HKP-12.
Yes.
I would like to study the secrets of the Yod's metal and see if I can find a way to make my metal stronger. If I could borrow your HKP-12, I may be able to do this.
You aren't gonna take it apart or hurt it, are you?
No, I simply need to study the metal.
That doesn't sound too difficult.
May I borrow your HKP-12?
I want this back in the same condition, all right?
It will not be touched, Ulukai. Return in a short time and I will see if I have been able to find anything. If so, I will lower my price for Heza.
Notepad accessed.
Did you find anything?
Be patient, Ulukai. You act like this was a...
Clapper T. Loki.
Yo, Shorty.
Did you find anything?
I was able to see many things in this metal, Ulukai. But I am afraid that I lost one of the little pieces that was inside the metal.
You said you were not going to touch it.
I was curious. Forgive me, Ulukai. But I studied the other ones and was able to make a new one.
You made a screw that quickly?
Of course, I can make anything from metal.
Not bad. Just hope it doesn't fall apart on me now.
It should not, Ulukai. But if anything happens, I will repair it for no Zorkins. Speaking about Zorkins reminds me, tell Heza his price is lower.
I will.
And again, I am sorry that I took apart your weapon. I would like you to have this as a way of saying sorry. It is just that I get around metal, I lose my control.
I'm the same way with old radios.
Metal detected.
I was able to get all three to lower their price.
Oh, I will have so much work to do now. I must tell all that my prices are lower. I have to replan my routes for new customers and find a way to take a moon off.
And Zos?
Yes, him too. He will get his water on my next shipment. This is going to be a very busy moon indeed.
You're not happy?
I am very happy, Urukai. Do not think otherwise. Here, this will show you my gratitude. But I have no time for happy.
Because you're too busy, right?
Right.
How did I guess?
Source detected. Stable organic energy detected.
Have you any Zorkins for retired Talon?
Is there any way you could stop paying the taxes to Pharaon?
As leader of Okrion, I am pleased to announce that I am calling a meeting of all business leaders to consider halting the flow of tax Zorkins to Pharaon. Give us a bit of time, please. Ulukai?
Zot,
I have spoken with the merchants. They agree to do as you ask. We will no longer supply Ferran with our organs.
Yes. You won't regret this, Zod.
You understand that the soldiers will be very upset by all this, and most will be leaving Ferran, but some will not. You will have to continue fighting them, I'm afraid.
I'm not too worried about that. What will happen here?
Oh, I will stall the soldiers for a short time. Give them bags with rocks and tricks like this. I was not made leader because I could not handle Sorkins, you know.
I gathered that.
I need to tell you something. I need to tell you something. I need to tell you something.
Unstable organic energy detected.
Did you want to talk to me about something?
It is terrible what happened in Ranzar. I cannot believe the soldiers found it. I wonder how they did.
Notepad accessed.
What did you want to talk to me about?
You have rescued Jan, the Guardian leader's son. This act was a great thing that you did.
Accessed.
Yo, Shorty.
What happened?
Ferran was here. His soldiers took everyone.
How did they find this place?
They had a spy.
Do you know who it was?
You were looking at him, Ulukai.
You? How could you do this?
I did not have a choice, Ulukai. When you spoke to me in the Darasham, Ferran was watching. He had used my capture to lure you there. When you escaped, he made me bring him back to the camp.
Made you?
I do not want to think about it, Ulukai.
Well, we need to get them out.
They headed to the ancient world of Okar, Ulukai. That is all I know.
How did you manage to get away?
Ferran let me go.
Why?
Because he knew that my moons of helping the Guardians were over. None will trust me ever again. I should have let him revert me at the Darasham. I have failed all.
Jan, listen, I still need you.
Ulukai?
If you want to end the rule of Ferran, that is.
More than ever, yes!
Then do me a favor. As soon as I find the other Guardians, I think it's about time we cause a little revolution. You think others will follow you?
Luckily, none of the Guardians in the other regions know of my failure. I believe I can begin to gather them together.
Do that. When I free the others, it'll be time to act.
I hope my father will forgive me.
Fathers have a way of doing that. Are you gonna be okay here?
Yes. I need to think of what I'm going to say to the others. Good luck, Ulukai. Ferran must know that you are coming. I think this is the other reason he let me go.
Notepad
Excuse me, pal.
I found that Mon I was after.
And where was it?
Under lock and key in the heart of that training camp.
Well, if you have entered into that place, then you are the Ulukai I heard all the stories about. I am glad to have helped.
Your Akondar does exist. At least, it used to.
You battled it?
Had to. It wasn't real happy that I was in his playpen.
I had hoped to hunt it myself, but you have outdone me, Ulukai. I am impressed.
I need your help, Kieran.
What is the matter, Ulukai?
Did you see a bunch of Talon come through here recently?
Yes, I did, Ulukai. They were making quite a lot of noise, scared away a Gamor I was hunting.
Did you see where they went?
They were heading to the barracks east of the Dauka, but I have not seen them since.
That was the leader of the Dolotai Guardians and his followers. I could use your help in freeing them.
I do not do that kind of thing anymore, Ulukai. I am only a hunter now.
Then damn it, help me hunt those soldiers.
My region needs me. I care only for my own essence.
Notepad accessed.
Ouch.
Metal detected.
Looking for this?
Wolf?
That's right, Ulukai.
How'd you get out?
They never caught me. I hid out in the trees, then followed them here just in time to see you drop into that trap.
I'm glad you're here.
Are you? Well, I might not have been if I hadn't knocked a few heads around when your friends tried to tie me up.
Oh yeah, that.
Now, if you'll drop your hero routine and quit trying to protect me, maybe you and I can get the others out.
There's only one problem with that, boss. My backpack feels a little light.
Yes, I'm sorry about that. Those soldiers took almost everything out of there.
That's going to make our rescue attempt slightly more complicated, don't you think? I've only got one weapon in here.
What is this? The mighty cutter Slade is afraid?
This is the part of the conversation where I'm supposed to bellow that I can eat lead and take out 100 men using only a wet napkin, right? Normally I would, but now the fate of 2 planets is in our hands. You'll forgive me if I'm a bit hesitant about failing.
Well then, just don't blow it.
You should have been a cheerleader, Marion.
Now that's an improvement. I was beginning to wonder if you even knew my first name.
Oh, I know more about you than you realize.
Oh. One of these days you'll have to tell me.
I look forward to it. But let's get everyone out of here first. I need you to sneak everyone out of here while I keep the soldiers busy. When I've taken care of them, I'll meet you outside.
Was that an order?
Yes, ma'am.
Under the circumstances, I'll let you get away with that one. Watch your tush, Slade.
And try not to alert any... Ah, damn it.
Notepad accessed. HKP-12 ammo located.
Ow!
HKD-12 ammo located.
Son of a...
Metal detected. Metal detected. HKD-12 ammo located.
Ulukai, you have freed us.
With a little help from my partner here.
Little help?
Thank the Yods. None of my guardians was lost on this moon. Only my son. May his essence be torn from his body.
About that, Zokrim, I had a chat with him at your camp.
He is reverted, Ulukai. I have no more son.
You do if you can forgive him.
Jan, you made it. I was trying to smooth things over for you.
This is something I need to do myself, Ulukai. Father, I was weak. My essence was not as strong as you would have liked.
That I can see.
Feyron reverted all the others with me, Father. I was afraid to face the flame. Feyron promised that you would not be hurt.
And you believed him?
Marion, shh.
You have made a mistake that has cost us the one place we could hide, Jan. We may be free now, but we have no place left to hide.
Seems to me you have two choices, Zokrim. You can either help me get that final Mon out from Feyron's fortress and help save many lives, or you can scatter like rats into the dark corners of Adelpha again.
But our teachings of non-violence forbid it.
Your teachings won't mean a damn if there's no one around to follow them. Rules are meant to guide people, not contain them. To survive, you sometimes have to cross that line.
I have gathered together all the Guardians and some other Talon who are ready to move on your word, Father. My failure this moon will not be followed by another.
Come on, Zokrim. We need your guardians with us on this.
Kesa will not be happy, but I will pray for him to understand after we win, or explain it to him in person if we lose. We go.
I knew you'd see it my way.
Jan, tell all. Tell all Talon that we now strike at Feyron. For all Talon who have gone to the Yods. For all Talon who have suffered. For all Talon in the future, we end the season of Feyron now.
I will, Father. Thank you. I will not let you down again.
I know. Oh yes, Ulukai. Before we go, I think it is time I give you this.
My weapons?
No. It is the words of Kesa. I was instructed not to give this to you until I was certain that you were our Ulukai.
That's a holo recorder.
to Commander Slade or Miss Wolf, I will have departed this strange yet wonderful world by the time you get this message. Hopefully you will arrive to find it as peaceful a haven as I did. But I fear with Zoo's insane behavior you will not. Our mission to save the Earth rests solely on you placing those 5 computer cards into the probe before it automatically returns. It is my opinion that Zoo made a miscalculation with his power source, and the probe was destined to fail. My guess is that the energy surge from the soldier's weapon won't damage the probe, but it will trigger the power source. This will create the disturbance we saw on Earth. And as you'll notice, I am speaking in the future tense, because the probe will arrive years after I am dead. By my best estimation and judging from the launch times we scheduled on Earth, the probe will be arriving soon after the commander arrives, and years before Miss Wolf appears. The rotation of the Earth is most likely causing the time drift we have experienced, something I fear I neglected to account for. Miss Wolf, if you receive this recording, then I fear the Earth will have already suffered its fate. However, if you are receiving this, Commander, know that time is of the essence. You must find and replace the computer cards, no matter what the cost. Once you have done so, you can remove the data collection modules from the probe and return to Earth inside it. Using some of the equipment that has survived, I reprogrammed the cards to return you moments after the last transport was to take place. With any luck, the return of the probe will dissolve the disturbance and save the planet. Make haste, Commander. Return the probe, or all is lost.
Guess it's a good thing I was early.
Yeah, no kidding. Zokrim, change of plan. I need some of your guardians to fan out and see if they can locate that probe. My guess is it will show up in Okar somewhere.
As you wish, Ulukai.
I want to join in the fun.
But you don't have a weapon.
You don't know as much about me as you think, Slade. You may need a gun, I don't.
I don't doubt that.
You watch yourself, Cutter.
Is that an order?
Yes.
Well, I like it when you play rough.
We'll see if you can handle rough later.
I will remain here and help look for the probe. But what is the soldier Kazar speaks of?
In the drawings sent from the probe, we saw one of Croax's soldiers shoot the probe. That's what caused all our problems. If you find this probe, make sure no one destroys it, okay?
We will do as you say, Ulukai. May the Yods smile on you.
May they smile on us all. I'll return once I've gotten that last card. I just wish I had my weapons.
Lexicon accessed.
For a peaceful race, you Talon sure can throw a mean revolution.
We Talon are like wood. We stand firm, remain long, and bend under pressure. But once the Talon feels the heat of anger, we can burn very hot.
I guess.
Good news, Ulukai. Your sacred objects were recovered.
About time.
I am afraid, however, that all objects which fueled your weapons were taken.
Great. What am I supposed to do with them now? Throw them at him?
I did not finish, Ulukai. They were taken, but all the Talon you have helped in your time here have a surprise for you. They have gathered what they could in order to help you defeat Feyran.
Thanks, Jan.
I have also received word that your probe was found. One of Feyran's soldiers shot it, but the Guardians were able to stop him from destroying it.
That's the first good news I've had since getting here. All I gotta do now is find that last Mon.
Marion has already gone inside the Palace Fae to get them on.
She what?
She said a Shamash told her where it was, and that she thought she could get it out of there quickly. I say to her that it was dangerous, but she did not listen.
Welcome to the club, Jan.
I admire her essence.
She has some essence, all right. And if I don't get in there now, she's liable to get it shot off.
Ulukai, the doors!
Ulukai, I am pleased that you have returned to my sight.
Well, if it isn't the Running Man.
Our last meeting was an unfortunate one for me, but this one will be much more satisfying.
Oh, so this time you plan on fleeing before I kick your ass?
No, Ulukai. As you will see, Feyran makes some excellent weapons, even if he is a fool. Now, time for your reversion.
I hate foreplay. Let's start slamming.
First, my loyal soldiers would like to share my greetings.
Notepad. Access. Medical supplies located.
Where is Feyron?
No one has seen him since you escaped from Okar. The coward is looking for rock to hide under.
I'll find him. Don't worry.
My soldiers will avenge me.
I somehow doubt that. Hope that Fey yacht of yours has a nice, hot place for you. Marion?
I got the last card. There were a few guards inside, but nothing Zokrim's guys couldn't handle.
Great. Let's get out of here and find that damn probe.
So, we haven't talked about who's going back in that thing. There's only going to be room for one.
We'll flip a Zorkin for it, but we need to get there ASAP.
So much for women and children first.
You're hardly that.
What, a woman or a child?
Take your pick.
I'm gonna make you pay for that.
No! It's Zoo. He just disappeared.
Well, I guess we don't have to flip. Sure.
Save your strength.
Tell my mother.
No, you do it, Marion. Just hold on. I'll get you out of here.
Knowing you care enough to try makes me not afraid. Save.
Marion!
Damn, I really must work on this weapon. If all my victims get that long to speak after I shoot them, I'm going to have to listen to so much whining.
Show yourself, butcher!
Oh, what's the matter, G.I. Joe? Did I take away your dolly? I must admit, I wouldn't have minded keeping her around. But I imagine she would have proved to be a bit of a nuisance.
You're dead! You hear me?
Who can't hear you? You bellow like a Sakwana.
Stop playing games!
Chivalrous to the end. You military people and your misplaced honor. Defending governments that throw your life away. I'll never understand it.
I can imagine loyalty is something you would find hard to grasp, you insane prick. I'm sure Professor Kaufman would agree.
Kaufman? That addle-brained simpleton? He kept babbling about the probe arriving in 25 years. I did that decrepit old fool a favor when I killed him.
That decrepit old fool was right, Sue. The probe just arrived.
You're lying.
Do I look like I'm lying? Why the hell do you think I'm trying to get these cards?
That's not possible. I calculated the probe was already here 5,000 years before. It's not possible.
Face it, Sue. Kaufman was right, and you, psycho, have committed the biggest screw-up in all of recorded history.
The probe. My calculations were not wrong. My calculations were not wrong.
Keep saying that. Someday it might come true. Now quit hiding and...
No!
What are you doing?
My palace. What is happening?
Don't move.
My palace! You cannot take my palace!
Get back here! Ah, damn it! Well, I think I got her working. The little lights are all blinking and no smoke is pouring out.
You must leave then.
Yeah. Right about now, there's 5 billion people praying to about 1,000 different gods. I don't want to disappoint them.
Before you go, we have prepared your friend for her journey to the yachts. Would you like to see her?
Yeah.
We, Talon, believe that the body must return to the essence from which it is spawned. For her health and warm heart, we give her the place of highest honor for Talon. She will be returned to the car from where she came.
Give me a moment, okay?
As you wish, Urukai.
I couldn't have made it through this without you. Your family will be proud. Remember when I said that I knew you? I'm finding now that I really didn't, and I wish I'd gotten the chance. You were 1 in a million, Marion.
And now, her next journey begins.
All right, Zukrim. This is it. About this coat you gave me.
We wanted you to have this, for we will miss you, Urukai.
Tell your son thanks for me, would you?
Jan is fighting the remainders of Kroax's forces. But after the Yards let loose their anger on Feyran's palace, I think we will have no more problems for a long time to come.
The Yards? I thought your guardians did that.
No. The Yards passed judgment on Feyran, and all have heard the message. You, Urukai, have fulfilled Khazar's prophecy, but the future is unknown to us now. Will you ever return to us?
I don't know if Earth is ready for any more interdimensional travel just yet, but when we are, I'm sure you'll be the first stop.
May the Yards smile on you, Urukai Gutter Slade.
And you, Zokrim. Now I just hope this gizmo doesn't puree me on the way home.